Hi, I'm Steve, a joint pain advisor and personal trainer here at Nuffield Health, and welcome to Nuffield Health 24/7. Today I'm going to take you through a 10-minute class, this time focusing on your lower back. Remember to work at your own pace and avoid anything that might aggravate an injury. These exercises should be pain-free, so if something doesn't feel right, just ease off. All you're going to need is some space, a chair, and a bottle of water. And when you're ready, let's get started. So the first exercise we're going to look to do are some standing rotations. So interlock your fingers, and we're going to start with a rotation, nice and easy, over left and over to the right. What I want you to do is I want you to continue to return to center and progress the stretch each time, having your feet shoulder width apart. This can also be done from the chair. So planting your feet, coming to the edge of the chair, hands together, rotating like so. Nice and easy. We're not looking to go incredibly far round, but just to loosen off that lower back and warm up that core area. The next exercise we're going to do as part of the warm-up are side bends. Feet shoulder width apart, hands planted beside your on your thighs. From here, just going to reach down, turn to center, reach down, turn to center, reach down. And this again can be done from a seated position, planting your heels firmly down, leaning from one side to the other, making sure that your bum isn't coming off the chair. It is still firmly planted. You're not trying to reach down and grab something off the ground. You're just trying to stay nice and stable. Relax there. Okay. Now we're feeling a bit more mobile in the lower back area. First thing I want you to do is we're going to go into pelvic tilts. So I'm going to stand sideways so you can see exactly what I'm trying to do. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sort of push your bum back as far as it will go. Pushing it forward, squeezing the glutes, rotating that pelvis. So what you should see is your back should do a small arch. You're not majorly arching over to get a lot of movement in the lower back. It's tilting that pelvis, arching the back slightly, and then flattening it out and squeezing those glutes in. Again, can be done from a seated position, sitting yourself in, and then squeezing in, pushing back, squeezing in, pushing back. We've got one more of these, and nice and tall. Next exercise we're going to look at is we're going to look at shoulder rotations. Feet shoulder width apart. If you need to stand in a supported position by the chair, that's absolutely fine. And we're going to start rolling those shoulders back, getting a bit more movement in. We can start to bring the elbows up as well, generating a little bit more movement, and then we'll change direction, moving forward. Exaggerate that movement as much as possible to get as much mobility in the shoulders. Again, can be done from that seated position, arms out by your sides if needed. Rotating back, nice and slow. It's not a jerky movement, it's a nice smooth transition between each of the phases. Relax there. From here we're going to go down onto the mat into the cat-cow position. If your knees are sore when you kneel on them, you can put a towel down or an extra pillow. That's absolutely fine, as long as you're in a nice solid stable position from the ground. You want to go onto all fours and you're in a nice neutral position to begin with. From here, you're going to push your back up and almost tuck your chin to your chest, and then extend out and look up as high as you can, almost through your eyebrows. From here again, into that angry cat position, and then up into that happy cow position. Nice, slow transitions. We're not actively looking to hold the position at either end. We're looking to transition through them. No holding, just transitioning. Couple more. cow, angry cat. Good. From here, we're going to go standing up again. Take your time and let the blood return to your head. We're going to go into a low to high rotation. So, take both hands, slight bend in the knees, tap the outside of the leg, and then bring up. Rotating through. Allow the head to follow the movement with your hands. So you can track your hands with your head and allow yourself to rotate through. You're not bending over. You're doing a very, very small squat and then bringing that back up. We'll change sides. Same thing again. To the side, all the way up. And as we reach, we're not leaning back. We're just transitioning nicely across the body. Good stuff. Last one. And relax there. Take a moment, recover your breath. Standing sideways again, we're going to go for those pelvic tilts. Feet shoulder width apart, rotating that pelvis, trying to get as much movement as possible through the pelvic area, not the lower back. So we're not flicking through like that. It's a nice slow transition. And as we come through there, you should be feeling a nice firm bum. Sit yourself down again if you need. Rotating through those pelvic tilts. When we sit down for too long, this is one of the regions of the body that we feel it most, in that lower back area. And relax. Standing back up or having a seat again, we're going to go back into those shoulder rotations, but this time we're going to have a bit more animation from the shoulders, like so. If you're feeling like you're up for it, bigger wheels if needed. It's okay if you want to keep it nice and tight, as long as we're rolling those shoulders and we're not hiking it all the way up to the ears. We're trying to get movement from the shoulder there. Okay, rolling it forward. And from here, what we can do is we can seat ourselves down into the chair. And again, rolling those shoulders. Couple more rotations. And relax. Great stuff. Same thing again, back down onto the mat. We're going to evolve this exercise a little bit more. So from here, nice stable position. And what I want you to do is keep yourself nice and flat. So your head's up, but you're not reaching up, which is arching your back. You're going to keep yourself kind of looking out in front of you. From there, what I want you to do is I want you to raise one arm up and one leg up, and then extend out, like so. Back down to the middle, extend out, extend out. What I shouldn't see is your pelvis flicking around like that or dipping. You shouldn't be dipping in here, or you shouldn't be hiking your bum up. You should stay nice and even, like a tabletop here. So I could, if I wanted to, put a glass of water on my lower back and it should stay absolutely stable. Good stuff. Last one. And relax. Perfect. From here, we transition up again. Regain your balance. Make sure that your head's not feeling fuzzy. Take a moment. And we're going to go into that standing rotation again. But this time, we're going to go a little bit deeper. So you're going to go into a little bit more of a squat. Tap the outside of your leg, reach up. Tap the outside of your leg, reach up. Again, we're not folding over, we're not creeping over. You want to push your bum back as much as you can. If you're feeling like you can, tap the outside of your ankle all the way up. Still focusing on that one side to begin with. Out there. And then we transition onto the right-hand side. A little bit more range on that squat. If you still feel like you can only get to the outside of that knee, that is absolutely fine. You can look to progress that action later on. Last one on this right side. Fantastic. Relax there, guys. I recommend you doing that class once a day to really feel the benefit, and remember to check out our other joint pain and mobility classes. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time.